you said they had their medicine squaw with them.
Well, they did have when I seen them. Her and two more squaws. Must split up someplace.
That loses us nearly $500 for her scalp alone.
Not if we go get her.
Hutch?
What?
What'd you say these things are for?
Some sort of celebration. Supposed to keep away harm.
Don't work so good, do they?
Thank you, Harlan.
Good trip?
Simon?
Whom place did you think it was?
I ain't never seen you all spruced up like this.
Oh?
Look like you're going to a funeral.
Oh, ain't you the comical one, huh?
Smells sober, too. Are you sure you ain't a mirage?
Sam, why don't you just go about your business and don't be bothering us private citizens?
Simon! Simon Carter!
How are you, Miss Barkley?
Oh, it's good to see you.
Thank you, too. It's, well, been just about a year, I guess, huh?
You look wonderful.
I feel fine. You too. I haven't had a drink since you left. Well, hardly. I did have a few on, I think, the 4th of July and a couple other them international holidays. Oh, I put new shade on the wagon.
Well, it looks brand new.
Well, I just got around doing it yesterday, but I remembered that you'd asked for one, you know.
You fixed up a lot of things at the mission. Father Andre wrote and told me. He's very grateful.
So I just figured I'd keep an eye on things out there for you while you was away, you know. Just the stuff for the mission.
Yes.
Up, son. Hey, see. That thing's heavy. What do you got, medicine in there?
Yes.
Must be lead pills. I didn't know better. I think you got a bunch of awful puny Indians out there.
Tell me about the hunting. Did you have a good season?
Oh, tolerable, Miss Barkley. Tolerable. Actually, miserable, to be closer to the truth. I didn't have me but about 2 parties all year.
Oh, I'm sorry, Simon.
Now, I'm getting kind of sick and tired of that hunting and guiding business anyway. There you go. Traipsing around the country, up and down the hills, running after a bunch of mangy animals, shaking your boots out every morning, get the bugs and the lizards out of them.
When did you start carrying all these rifles?
Oh, well, why don't I just kind of have them around in case, you know? Well, sometimes when you get a bunch of dudes coming in from the east, they want to go hunting or something, they come out here, they don't bring no guns, no nothing with them half the time. Okay? Okay, giddy up, Herman.
It's always so peaceful here, every year.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sure.
Huh? What is it, Simon?
Yankees. I can smell that stinking bear grease they use to keep the bugs off them.
Yankees?
Sure. Been coming across the border in droves ever since that Senor Diaz took over the Mexican government. Did you read about it in newspapers?
Yes, but I didn't think any of them were in this area.
That's why I brought them extra rifles. Ah! Hey, what'd I tell you? They must have took Father Andre prisoner.
Prisoner? Oh, by heaven's sake, Simon, they're nothing but young girls.
Yankees is Yankees. They're dangerous. Even them little short ones, them papooses.
Oh, Simon. Father Andre.
Victoria, I thought I heard the buckboard.
Simon didn't tell me you were ill.
Oh, I'm not. It's just a touch of lumbago. Such a pleasure to see you, my dear.
It was good to see you, too.
Padre, what are them Yankees doing out there?
I was trying to keep that as a surprise. So I've been going over to their camp, tending the sick. Well, finally, they're coming here. All the chiefs.
The chiefs?
We're going to have a feast. The women are here to prepare it.
But that's wonderful, Father.
Wonderful? What's wonderful?
I have brought the milk of the goat, Father. It will give you strength.
That's very kind of you, my dear. Oh, Siataki, these are my good friends, Victoria Barkley and Simon Carter. Siataki is the tribe's medicine woman.
Father Andre has told us often of his good friends. I will cool the milk.
Padre, are you sure you know what you're doing? Huh? Bringing them Yaqui chiefs here? And then on top of that Yaqui medicine woman? Don't you know she's just like waving a lucky rabbit's foot in front of them hostiles? And another thing, anybody with half an eye can see the girl's been... You pardon expression, Miss Barkley, in a family way. And if anything should happen to her...
It's going to happen, Simon. Now, believe me. Come, Victoria, you've had a long trip. Let's have some tea. Oh.
Father.
No, it's nothing.
Here.
Just let me sit here a minute. Now, don't be alarmed, my dear.
Now, we're going to take you to town so you can see the doctor. Simon, would you fix a place on the buckboard?
There's too much to do. The Yaqui chiefs will be here any moment now. Simon, I tell you, they're peaceful.
Peaceful? Zazu, they're peaceful. That's why the Mexican government put a $200 a head bounty on every one of their scalps. No, the safest thing for you is to get you back on board that stage, Miss Barkley. You'll be a lot better off there. Now, come on, this is no place for a lady. You take my word. We'll get the Padre to the doctor in town there, and then you head on back to your family. Now, I was looking forward to this visit, Miss Barkley. Really, I was. But I certainly ain't going to get no pleasure out of it, knowing that you might get your throat cut any minute. Now, come on. How's Father Andre? You all right?
Now he has a couple of broken ribs. He can't be moved for a few days.
Well, anyway, it's a good thing you got him to see the doctor. One of those ribs, you know, they could punch a lung or something.
That's true. Well, we better be getting back.
Back where?
To the mission, of course.
Miss? Now, Miss Barkley, you're not going to go back there, be alone with them Yankees.
Why not? Father Andre does.
Now, believe me, Miss Barkley, I know what I'm talking about. I know them Yankees. Me, I went prospecting one time with an old miner friend of mine. He trusted them, too. We let a bunch of them share our campfire one night. As soon as we was bedded down, they jumped us. They tied me up tighter than a tick. And they spent the rest of the night peeling the skin off him alive. Yeah. Come the morning, it was going to be my turn, only I got lucky. I worked myself loose, and I got me out of there.
Well, that's awful, Simon. But the situation is different now.
Them Yankees have hated the white man for 200 years. Now, you think just you doctoring them for a few weeks is going to change all that?
No. But keeping faith with him for a change might help.
No, you got the same dang fool notions you had when I met you a year ago. You know what you're going to do? Huh? You're going to get both of us killed.
Oh, I don't think they'll kill us, Simon. But I certainly don't expect you to take the risk. You just drive me back to the mission.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, sure, come on. Drive you back there and leave you out there by yourself to maybe get your gizzard cut out or something like that, huh?
Miss Barkley, how could I do a thing like that? Oh, maybe a year ago I might have been able to do it. I don't... When I first met you, you know, I really didn't like you too much. Things are different, and I owe so much to you.
Oh, me? What do you mean?
Well, when you first met me, I was kind of sloppy. I didn't take too much interest in myself. You told me that, remember? And then I used to... I'd be pretty good, taking a couple of drinks. Oh, not that I couldn't have cut it out myself on my own if I wanted to, you know. It's just that you pestered me into quitting it before I... All right, move over. Go on, get over there. Go on back out to the mission before you pester me half to death. Come on, Hyman, get through.
Found the tracks. 3 squaws. Head for that old mission I was telling you about.
How far is it?
A couple hours ride. Let's go.
Howdy.
Yeah, howdy.
Hey, ain't you, Simon Carter?
That's my handle, yeah.
Well, I met you down to the Pecos River last year.
Oh, that big buffalo hunt.
Yeah. These here's my new hunting partner. This here's Mitchler,
Likewise, I'm sure.
and that there's Ruiz.
Buenos dias. Tardes, senor, sí.
Well, we was just passing and wanted to see if maybe you could spare some water.
Sure, help yourselves right over there.
Take care of it, will you, boys? Are you stopping here?
Oh, just helping out. You know, the Padre's all by himself alone out here.
Kind of lonesome for just one old man, ain't it?
Yeah, I suppose.
You see the horses. Try to get a look inside.
How bien? What are you doing around these parts?
We're going after that buffalo herd in Canyon Gap. 3,000 head. Biggest one sighted in years.
You don't say.
Gee, I'm surprised you don't know about it. We catch up with them, we're going to bag us enough hides to make a couple of thousand apiece.
Zazu. Sure sounds like the old days, don't it?
Hey, it does, don't it? Hey, you ought to come along with us. We could use another gun.
Well, I had to go into town to get my gear.
Oh, wait for you.
Well, now, I don't know about that. What with the Padre being sick and all, you know, maybe I ought to stick around and bring him back from the doctor.
Well, can't somebody else do it for you?
Ain't nobody else, except Mrs. Barkley.
Oh? Well, that's too bad.
Yeah.
What do you want?
Heard there's some Indian squaws here selling Yaqui bluestone. My partners and me want to buy some.
This is a medical mission. We don't sell anything.
I'm sorry to bother you.
It will make a fine papoose board, will it not?
Very fine.
Perhaps it will carry a great medicine, Chief. One to keep my people safe.
I hope so.
Did you see them?
No. They gotta be in that mission somewhere.
All set, Hutch. Well, we better be going. Still wish you'd come along with us. The more hides, the bigger the split. Huh? Hey, I got an idea. We're gonna be traveling slow to keep the horses fed. You know, following them water holes. If you change your mind, you can catch up with them.
Nah, I just might do that.
Good.
Mr. Hutch?
We'll see. Good boy.
Simon, who are those men?
Hunters?
What did they want here?
It's just watering up on the trail of a big buffalo herd.
One of them was carrying a scalp pouch.
So what? Lots of hunters carry 'em. I got one myself.
I saw him wet it down as if there were scalps in it.
Scalps, land of Goshen, what a notion. You wet down a lot of things. You wet down bacon, hardtack, lots of things other than scalps.
One of them came inside. He asked if there were any Yakis here.
Maybe he's just edgy about
Oh,
'em.
no,
like
he
me.
wasn't edgy, Simon. I think he was trying to find out if Siataki and her women were here.
Oh, well, what made you think a thing like that? Your woman's injection or something?
Well, he didn't see them, of course.
Well, then
but
what's there to worry about? They're gone, ain't they?
that doesn't mean they won't come back. With the bounty on scalps so high...
Miss Barkley, I told you they're buffalo hunters. I know one of them. I rode with them down the Pecos River country.
Maybe, but I wish we could be sure.
Look, I can't go poking my nose into somebody else's pouch just on account of your woman's intuition. I might get it shot off.
Well, I think we ought to be ready for them just in case.
You mean fought up? Oh, now, look here, Mrs. Barkley. Now, fighting up is hard work. I ain't got
Simon.
the physical stamina.
Simon, how many years has it been since you heard of buffalo this far south?
Now, you just love to pester me, don't you, huh? And you're gonna drive me right into exhaustion. Right downright into downright exhaustion, Miss Barkley.
I never figured the price of that stock didn't include delivery.
Ah, come on, Nick. You're just not much of a horse trader.
Now, Heath, you never figured out either.
Castaloga's not that far away. It's still a bargain.
Packed enough food for 2 days. By that time, you should be there.
I sure hate to leave you, sis. With Jared in Sacramento, Mother at the mission, it's going to be kind of lonely around here.
Wish you weren't going.
We got to pick up that stock.
We'll be back as soon as we can. Say, why don't you go down to the mission with Mother? Then you two can come back together.
That's a good idea. You can catch a train to Kearney and then pick up a stage there.
Better than staying alone. Come on, there's room in the buckboard.
But there's no telegraph office at Sand Hill. They won't know I'm coming.
So what? Surprise them.
I'll be ready in 5 minutes.
That means 15.
That the last of them?
Yeah. Last Mohicans. It was a shame shaking up good wine for no good reason.
Well, there'll be plenty of good reason if those men come back and rush us.
Yeah, that'll be trouble. These barrels of wine get shot up.
Well, I'd rather have them shot up than us. Simon, there are 3 of those men. I'm just trying to cut down the odds. Now, we'll take turns keeping watch. I'll see you at midnight.
Them squaws know we're standing watch.
Oh, no, they're asleep. I didn't want to frighten them.
They try sneaking up on us, they're gonna be in for a dandy surprise, huh?
Oh.
Old woman. Wait till they start peeling our skin off.
They must have got wise. They got that whole place locked up tighter than a drum.
Told you Carter wouldn't believe that buffalo story.
I think we should go get these squaws. It does not make no difference.
He's a dead shot. Oh, without cover, he'd cut us down like sheep.
That Yaqui tribe finds them dead chiefs, we'll have more than Carter to worry about. They'll be swarming all over here, killing every white man in sight.
We'll wait. Sooner or later, he'll leave to check out them buffalo.
What makes you so sure?
He's a hunter, ain't he?
Rosie's the one girl for me, so fat she slips off me knee. When she hits the floor, it ain't there anymore, 'cause her Rosie's a size
43.
It's Barkley.
Seems to me I've heard that once or twice before. Simon, somehow the goat got up on the roof last night. Would you get her? She needs milking.
Why don't you let one of them squaws go get it done? I ain't too partial to goats.
I told you I don't want them to go outside. Those men might be watching.
All right, I'll see to it as soon as I finish shaving. Hey, Nanny. Hey, Nanny. Ha, ha. I can hear you and smell you. I can't see you. Hey, Nat. Oh, there you are, huh? How in the name of John Nation did you get up there? You... Oh, what do you think you are, anyway? Mountain goat or something? You got no business being up there. On the roof? Come on, you come on down here with Uncle Simon. Yes. Now, don't you be a nanny. You're comical, huh? Come on along now, Uncle Simon, you hear me? Get your nice fresh tin can of char. Oh, man! You ain't getting back! Oh, this is the end. The goat should be mounted at somebody's fireplace! You... Pretty in the morning.
Simon? Theotaki says you fell off the roof.
Ornery Billy Goat tried to butt me up. Miss Barkley! I ain't got any pants on.
Well, are you all right?
Well, I could have killed myself if I plumb in a cactus bush and them needles, they could poison you to death.
Well, did you get all the needles out?
Yes, I think so.
Well, let me see.
Miss Barkley, please. Ain't you got no shame at all? Well, my dear Miss Barkley, you just about seen the handle of this boy in your pasture, 'cause I ain't got no time. Just about no time at all. See how much you put up with around here. Well, them kind of apples.
Oh, Simon. Wake up. Wake up, Simon.
What? What's the matter? Alex,
Get up. The floor is damp.
Jackie Chiefs attacking?
Oh, they haven't even arrived yet. You're drunk, that's all.
No, I am not drunk at all.
What would you call it?
Well, I made sure. Ow! Ooh! Be careful, will you? I'd like to split my head clean open. That might.
At the moment, yes.
A man's got a right to have a couple of little drinks if he wants.
No, you haven't. Not while those girls' lives are in danger.
In danger? We've been foughting up here all night. We haven't even seen a little bitty garter snake. Them squaws, them's the ones that's dangerous. All right, what'd you expect, huh? You pester me half to death about them Meiji Indians, make me lose out on a nice buffalo hunt. Anybody get drunk.
Nonsense. You're just using that as an excuse because you want to leave here. You've been doing that all your life. Whenever something comes up you don't want to face, something distasteful, you soak yourself in alcohol.
Oh, is that so, huh? Soak myself in alcohol. Well, just let me tell you something. Yeah, and I suppose I was soaked in alcohol last year when you were stumbling around the desert lost, and I had to come and find you because you was too bullheaded to take my advice, huh? But let me tell you, at that time you was kind of distasteful to me.
Well, I suppose even Beelzebub had good qualities.
Who? Beelzebub who?
The devil.
Oh, look, Miss Barkley, now you got no right to cuss me out.
Simon, I know you're brave, Simon, and I'm grateful you saved my life, very grateful. But you had no business getting drunk when those girls' lives depended on you.
No, the only business I got is to worry about them sneaky Indians or them smelly goats and any other kind of mangy varmints that might come down the pike. Well, I tell you, I ain't going to worry about them because nobody worries about me.
That's another one of your excuses. You don't want anybody to worry about you because you don't want to face responsibility. You're too lazy and too selfish. You don't want to give. All you want to do is take. You haven't changed a bit.
Are you quite finished? Well, that's a fine way for you to talk to me after all I've done to please you. Let me tell you, you pestered me for the last time, Miss Barkley. Yes, you pestered me once too often. Just once too often. Good day to you, Mrs. Victoria Barkley. Chancrous females. Herman? Us two fellas is going for a little clippity-clop.
They're coming. Hurry. Now remember, don't make a sound and don't come out no matter what you hear. Do you understand?
But if these men are evil, you will be in danger.
It's you they want, not me. Now hurry. What is it?
It is nothing.
Hold it. Right there. What do you want?
Just a little water's all, ma'am.
You got water when you were here before.
Well, water goes quick in this here heat.
I wouldn't try that if I were you. Now you get on your horse and ride out. I said ride out!
We know them squaws is in there. There ain't no sense in trying to keep us out. You only just get hurt.
Chihuahua. The señora. She shot pretty good. I think she mean business with that gun.
Yeah, Hutch. What are we gonna do now? Wait for her to ride out?
Oh, shut up. Probably your fault you got wise and locked the place up anyway.
Don't try covering your tracks with my boots.
Well, you probably said something when you went inside to look around. I want to take them squaws hours ago. So did Rue. Oh, yeah, so did Rue.
Bueno, arguing will get us no place.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's ride and shoot and take 'em right now.
Well, now, that ain't gonna get the mission doors open now, is it? Especially her shooting back at us.
You get a better idea?
I will have. All right. We'll ride on back. Before we're doing the shooting, we'll see if she'll listen to a little reason.
That gal ain't gonna listen to no reason.
She don't. There'll be plenty of time to kill her.
Listen to me. They must not hear, do you understand? No matter how bad the pain is, they must not hear.
I understand.
You hearing me? I'm hollering for the last time. You gonna talk or not?
What do you want?
We don't mean no harm to you, lady. All we want's them old dirty squaws. You just send them out and we'll be right on our way.
I'm not sending anybody out. And you better leave before Simon gets back.
Yeah, well, Simon ain't coming back. And you know it. He's out chasing buffalo and ain't there. You gonna send them out?
No, I'm not. And you get out of here.
trying to make it easy on you. It's you being downright unreasonable. Lady, now where are them squaws? Where are they?
They're not here.
Take a look around. Now, you ain't going nowhere, are you, lady? And we're gonna find them squaws even if you buried them. lady. Now you gonna tell us where them squaws is? Thought I start carving on this pretty little filly of yours. Oh! What was that?
Sounds like it's down here.
Maybe you did bury him.
Open that up.
You lied, old Hutch, didn't you?
All right, hold it right there. Get him up. Hold three of you. You all right, Miss Barkley?
I'm fine.
I'm not hurt, Mother. I don't understand.
I'll explain later. Oh, Simon, I'm so glad you came back.
Oh, well, yeah. I hate to admit it, but you was right about them buffalo. I rode halfway to Canyon Gap. Not a sign of them, but I did see some tracks doubling back. Their tracks. I figured you might need me. Where'd that one come from?
Oh, this is my daughter, Audra.
Hello.
Likewise, I'm sure. You got enough trouble with one female, you gotta team up, ride double saddle to pester me, huh?
Simon, excuse me. There's a baby about to be born.
Oh. Well, they was down there, huh? That mother of yours. Ain't there nothing she can do? She's something. She's really something. And so, dear father, we ask, please, that you help them find some peace, some kindness. They really got it coming to them. Oh, yes, and one more thing. Would you make sure that they know how awful sorry we all are? Amen.
That was very nice, Simon.
Thank you, Miss Barkley. It certainly ain't no match for Father Andre, but I guess it was a halfway decent burial, huh?
Yes. We owe much to your brave heart. When this moon ends, you will come to our camp to become blood brother to our chief. My tribe will be honored to have such a brave Yaqui warrior. That's a real honor, Mr. Carter. From what I understand, that means they consider you a great hero.
Yeah.
Are you sure the necklace is in the Monteja house?
Si.
How many men will be needed?
6, 7.
Now, who will lead the raid?
I will.
No! I will.
You!
Why do you smile, Diego?
Because you are a girl.
And this amuses you?
It does when you talk of leading a raid as important as this. It is a job for a man.
Are you forgetting Santa Lucia?
No.
Or Carboca? Or the ambush of the Federales at Rio Blanco? Did I not ride as hard and fight as well as any man who was there?
But you did not lead. If you came face to face with Monteja, what would you do?
What would I do? What would you do, Diego? Suppose I am Monteja, and I am prepared to guard the Carlotta necklace with my life. What would you do?
What could I do with a gun pointed at me?
Drop the gun. Drop it. You. Who will lead the raid?
You will lead the raid. You will lead.
You have a walking
arsenal for a sister. That is true.
And don't you ever forget it, Mateo mío. A toast to the revolution.
A la revolución.
I propose a toast to Miranda.
Diego, wait. Julio brings news from the Rancho Monteja. Don Ramon has gone to California, and he has taken the Carlota necklace with him.
Where in California?
To the Rancho Gringo friends, the hacendados named Barkley.
We will go after him.
Yes, she's right. We can buy guns with that necklace, and more important, food for the people in the areas we control. If we don't feed them, we'll lose their support. I'll go with you.
Thank you, Mateo. Hermano mío,
I will go. We should have 3 more men.
you pick them, Mateo. We'll ride tonight.
Compliments like that, Don Ramon, will only get you an invitation to stay longer.
Ah, how I wish I could. It has been a long time since I spent a more enjoyable 4 days. But I must travel out to San Francisco.
Well, you could spend some time with us on your way back from San Francisco.
Gracias. Unfortunately, I must return without unnecessary delay. The situation in Sonora being what it is.
Just what is that situation?
Chaotic. Revolution is rampant. The Basadas rebels gain control of more villages every day. The government seems powerless to stop them.
What about the report that Emilio Basadas was killed?
It is true. He was killed at Cerro Cibuta a year ago. But his followers carry on.
Yes, Silas. Is this what you wanted, sir?
Ah, yes. Gracias. And now I have a favor to ask of you, my friends.
Oh, what a lovely box.
Ah, but wait, senor.
Oh, that's beautiful. Heath, come here.
Good evening, Don Ramon.
Good evening, Heath.
Boy, howdy, that must be worth a fortune.
$250,000. It has been in the Monteja family for 3 generations. I had to bring it with me because I heard rumors that the rebels were planning to attack my hacienda and steal it. But I am reluctant to carry such a fortune with me any farther than I have. Which brings me to the favor I would ask. I wish to leave the necklace here with you for safekeeping while I'm in San Francisco. But you have a safe?
Yes, we do.
Then I'm sure it will be perfectly secure.
All right, Don Ramon, we'll keep it for you.
Gracias, senora. Muchas gracias. And now, if you will excuse me, I shall retire. I must be on my way very early in the morning. Buenas noches, amigos. Senora. you want?
I am Miranda Posadas.
Posadas?
And this is my brother.
And you know what we want.
Where's the necklace?
He doesn't have it.
Bring him inside.
Mateo, don't waste your time on that imperialist pig. He left the necklace with his gringo friends. Let's raid the rancho and get it.
No.
Yes.
Oh, Miranda, don't be so foolish. Raiding the Barclay Ranch and getting the necklace is one thing. Getting back to the border with it is another. Now, our only chance of making it is to get the necklace without a fight.
And how do we do that?
Our friend is going to help us.
I will not do anything to help you.
I think you will.
Buenos dias, senor.
Hello.
I am looking for the Rancho Barclay.
Well, now, that is the best news I've heard in a long time. This is it. I'm Nick Barclay.
Oh, of course. I recognize you now by my uncle's description.
Your uncle?
Oh, forgive me. I am Miranda Monteja. Ramon Monteja's niece.
Well, now, what do you know about that? Your uncle was here just a couple of days ago.
Yes, I know. I just saw him in San Francisco.
Oh.
I have been there for several weeks visiting friends.
Well, what are you doing in Stockton?
He sent me. He's not feeling well.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
nothing serious. He just did not feel up to traveling.
Uh-huh.
He sent me to get the briefcase he left with you.
Oh, well,
He gave me this note authorizing you to give it to me.
All right. Let's go on inside and meet the rest of the family, huh?
Thank you. I cannot stay too long. I have to catch the evening train back to San Francisco.
Oh, well, that's the worst news I've heard in a long time. Well. Oh, right. Watch yourself now. There you are. Huh. Right this way.
Somewhere here, there's a letter we got from Monteja last... There it is. What do you think?
That's Monteja's handwriting all the way around.
I knew that girl was too beautiful to be a thief.
I'm sorry you won't be meeting my daughter, Audra. She's visiting friends out of town.
Oh.
Well, here we are.
Where is the necklace?
Get it for you first thing Monday morning.
I don't understand.
Well, we thought a necklace worth $250,000 deserved better than a wall safe, so we put it in the vault in the Stockton Bank.
And this being Saturday afternoon,
What does that have to do with it?
locked up tight until Monday morning.
Well, there must be something you can do.
Oh, I'm afraid not.
Looks like you're gonna have to stay here.
Oh, I cannot do that. You see, I'm supposed to be on the evening train for San Francisco. Uncle Ramon is waiting for me.
Well, we'll send him a telegram explaining the situation.
I cannot do that. You see, I came only with the clothes I am wearing.
Oh, Audra's got lots of dresses you can wear.
No, I cannot impose. I will go to the hotel.
Hotel? That's ridiculous. You can stay up in Audra's room.
Well, Nick is right. We wouldn't think of letting you go to a hotel. We'll, yes, I'll show you to your room.
No, don't you bother. I know how much you enjoy having your tea. I'll take Miss Monteja upstairs. I'll have Silas fix you a nice hot bath, and you can rest a little bit before dinner. The other way. There. Ah, hold it. Hold it. Look at that. Ah, think that's good enough? Huh? After all, she is the niece of Don Roman, you know.
Mm-hmm. A very beautiful niece.
Yeah.
What is that I smell?
What? Oh, that. You think it's too much?
No, not if you stay upwind.
Well, I think I better go up and see if she's ready. All right. Oh, buenos noches.
Buenas tardes.
Oh, here.
Buenas tardes.
Oh, won't you sit down?
Senorita, would you do us the honor of saying grace? Bendecir la mesa, dar gracias. Nick?
Thank you, O Lord, for the bounty you place before us. Amen.
Senorita. Good morning. Nick and I thought you might like us to take you to church.
Church? No.
Very well.
Senora, I would like to go for a ride this morning.
Of course. You'll find some of Order's riding things in that closet. I'll have a horse saddled for you.
Gracias.
Come with us? Oh?
I feel as though I almost insulted her by asking. Do you know where she slept last night? On the floor.
Oh, Mother, you must be wrong. Well, maybe she hurt her back or something. You know, it's more comfortable to sleep on the floor when you hurt you.
Nick, she doesn't behave like the niece of an aristocrat. You saw her at the dinner table.
She, may be a little more different than we expected, but well, I'm sure it's nothing to worry about. Come on, let's go. We're going to be late.
Mateo.
Did you get the necklace?
No.
What happened?
The Barclays put it in a vault in a bank in Stockton. They cannot get it for me until tomorrow morning.
But they believe you're Montea's niece. Good.
Good? What is good about it? I've got to go back and be polite to those wealthy gringo swine. Ugh. It turned my stomach.
It'll never.
Silas, would you put the buggy away, please?
Yes, Mrs. Barkley.
Silas, has Miss Montea returned from her ride yet?
Not yet, Mr. Nick.
She's been gone almost 3 hours.
Well, she'll be all right.
Well, I better change and have a look myself.
Do you know where she went?
She was heading east. I watched.
I might have known.
I better not go any farther.
beautiful country you have.
It's not my country anymore.
What a true friend to humanity you are. To give up your own land to fight for people who are not your own. That makes you very special.
This is a pleasant surprise.
I thought you went to church.
No, I got home about an hour ago.
Oh.
Good thing we met up, though. There's something I want to talk to you about.
Oh, is something wrong?
Oh, no, nothing wrong. Just that, well, I got to thinking about you going to San Francisco all by yourself with that necklace. Well, if something should go wrong.
Oh, but nothing will go wrong.
No, you can't tell. We've had a lot of train robberies lately, and, well, I think it's best that I go with you.
Go with me?
Yeah, we can stop at the bank, pick up the necklace, and still have time to catch the 9:10.
No.
Why?
Well, I do appreciate the offer, senor, but, well, I don't want to inconvenience you.
Oh, no, there's no inconvenience at all. It's, well, I'm due for a vacation. I'll tell you what. We can have dinner together in San Francisco. I know a little place up on Russian Hill.
Well, I cannot do that.
Why?
Well, I just can't.
Are you spoken for?
Spoken for?
Yeah, engaged.
You mean betrothed?
Yeah.
Yes, I am betrothed.
Oh, well, that's too bad. Who's the lucky fella?
Oh, he's, just a young man in Mexico City.
Mexico City, huh? Well, now that is strange. For a minute, I thought it was that gringo I saw you kissing a few minutes ago. Now, why don't we stop play acting, huh? You're no more Montea's niece than I am. Who are you?
I'll look in on her again in the morning.
Thank you, Doctor.
Night, Doc.
Would you lock up, please, Nick?
Yeah, right.
Where do you think you're going? Uh-oh.
Stay away from me.
Well, now, that was real cute.
Get over there.
Pick up where we left off this afternoon. Who are you?
I don't have to answer any questions. I have done nothing wrong.
Nothing wrong? You
No.
just tried to shoot me, stab me, and strangle me. If you don't think that's something wrong, perhaps I should bring up the fact that you're a thief.
I am not a thief.
No? What would you call a person that tries to steal a necklace worth $250,000?
A revolutionario.
A what?
I am an anarchista.
An anarchist.
See, I am Miranda Basadas, and my father was Emilio Basadas. Perhaps you have heard of him.
Yes, I have heard of him.
And let me tell you this, gringo. The thief in your house was not I, it was Ramon Monteja.
Is that a fact?
Yes. And the necklace he gave you to keep for him was not his. It belongs to the people.
What people?
The peons of Sonora. It was bought and paid for by the poor. And they were forced to contribute to show their love for the wife of Maximilian when he ruled Mexico. Here. It is called Carlotta necklace.
Well, now, if that's true, what's Monteja doing with it?
He was an agent for Maximilian and Carlotta. That was his reward for betraying his country. Senora, on behalf of the people of Sonora, I demand that you surrender the Carlotta necklace to me. What is that?
It's your breakfast, miss.
It's your breakfast, miss. What is the matter with you?
Beg pardon?
I thought there was no more slavery in this country.
There isn't, miss.
If you are a free man, why do you work as a servant for these gringos hacendados?
It's my job.
Oh, no, my friend, no. I will tell you why. It is because you are still a slave, just as the poor everywhere in the world are slaves of the rich. Animals to be starved and worked and beaten.
I guess I just hadn't thought of it that way.
But this time you did. If you want to be ready for the day when the poor rise up and throw up their shackles.
Viva Miranda!
You gringo, go ahead and scoff. But your day of reckoning will come.
Excuse me, miss.
All right.
And now, senor,
Yes?
I demand to be allowed to leave this house today.
Dr. Morales said you'll stay, and when Dr. Morales says you may leave, you may go.
I do not understand you.
No.
You will not have me arrested and you will not let me leave.
That's right.
In Mexico, I would have been put in front of a wall and executed.
Oh.
What kind of hacendado are you?
Is that what you want, to be executed?
I want to leave.
Down. Be quiet.
I want to leave.
No!
You could not have kissed me if I had not let you.
Why did you? I'll, tell Mother you're leaving.
There was a feeling of autumn in the air today, didn't you think so?
Oh, mm-hmm. Won't Senor Nick be here for dinner?
Oh, no, he had to go to Stockton. He won't be home till late, I'm afraid.
Oh. Senora.
Hmm?
You have not asked me why I did not leave tonight, as Senor Nick told you I would.
No.
Why not? I come into your house as an imposter and to steal, and yet you treat me as though I have done nothing wrong.
Well, I don't think you have. Not yet.
I have never known hacendados like you.
Well, maybe that's because you never really looked for them.
expect you to still be here.
I wanted to talk to you before I left.
What about?
The Carlotta necklace.
All right. Well?
Senor, you have never been poor. And you have never been hungry. I don't mean for an hour or a day. I mean for weeks and months.
No, I haven't.
I have been. What do you think made my father a revolutionary? And why do you think I rode with him?
I don't know.
For years he worked without reward and he lived without hope. He watched my mother slowly die because she gave what little food they had left to their children. To me and to my sisters and brothers. And still we were hungry.
Pardon me, but what has this got to do with the necklace?
There is starvation in the areas the revolutionaries control in Sonora. We need money to buy grain and cattle. Food to stop children from crying and to prevent the death of many people. The Carlotta necklace is our only hope of getting the money. Oh, Senor, I have never begged for anything in my life. But I do now. I beg you to give me the Carlotta necklace, please.
Oh, Miranda, it doesn't belong to me.
But it does not belong to Ramon Monteja either.
That's not for me to decide.
Senor, please.
Miranda. Miranda, if it were mine to give, you would have it.
I believe you.
Where are you going?
Home to Sonora.
Do you want to go?
I have no choice.
Yes, you do.
No.
Worried about you. What's wrong?
I could not get the necklace. The Barclays found out who I am.
How did you get away?
I did not have to get away.
You mean they just let you go?
Yes. Mateo, we have to forget about the necklace.
Forget it?
We have no choice.
Oh, we still have Monteja.
No. We're going to let him go.
What's happened to you, Miranda?
Nothing has happened to me.
Well, I've never seen you give up so easily before.
Well, I know when we are beaten.
Well, then it is the first time.
All right, then it is the first time. Get Don Monteja.
No. Stay where you are. I don't understand you. Are you forgetting all the hungry people we have in our hands back in Sonora? Are you forgetting that if we don't feed them, we'll have lost everything? That we're through?
I'm through now, Mateo.
Oh, what does that mean?
It means that I am not going back to Sonora.
Miranda!
I can't, Lázaro.
Oh, why? Why? You leave her alone! Now answer me. Why aren't you going back?
Because Nick Barclay wants me to stay.
So that's it. He's in love with you. And you're in love with him. I'm sorry I lost my temper. Forgive me. To you, my friend, my apologies. I'm truly sorry. Miranda, you're making a mistake. Giving up everything you fought for so long.
But I have fought for my people, and they will go on fighting.
Oh, but without the Carlotta necklace, without money to buy food and guns, they will lose. Oh, Miranda, think. With that necklace, victory is assured. We can rule all of Sonora.
We, Mateo?
Yes, us, you and I, all of us in this room.
And who is to decide that?
We are. We've done the fighting. We deserve the reward.
Reward?
What would you do? Hand over Sonora to a mob of peasants?
No, I would let the people rule themselves.
Oh, Miranda. Open up your eyes. Look around. See what the world really is. Do you know what would happen? The haciendados, within a week, would get their ranchos back without it costing them 1 centavo.
And, how much would we charge them, Mateo?
We could get millions out of them.
Have you bought and sold revolutions before, or is this the first time? What is the matter with you? Don't you hear what he is saying?
Remember, Miranda? You asked me to pick those who would ride with us. I'm sorry to disappoint you.
Oh, you don't disappoint me. You sicken me. And you make me despise myself for thinking I could ever love you. I really thought you were different. A man who fought with another people in another country because he believed in their fight. You are nothing more than a mercenary.
Get in here.
What? Me?
Get in. And you're going to run an errand for me.
Where are you going, Nick?
Oh, I thought I'd go look for Miranda.
Well, that might be a long ride.
You think she's gone back to Mexico?
She came for the necklace. She didn't get it. She left. Now, what do you think?
I think we should have given her the necklace in the first place.
Oh, Nick.
She deserves it as much as Montea, maybe more. At least she's going to use it to feed some of the people that paid for it, which is more than I can say for Montea, keeping it in the safe. Yeah?
Senor Nick Barkley?
That's right.
I am Lázaro Basadas, Miranda's brother.
Oh, come on in, come on in. It's my mother.
Senora?
What can I do for you?
I am one of 5 men who came from Sonora with Miranda. The others are a gringo named Mateo Hollis and 3 other hombres that work with him.
What are you talking about?
Please, senor, let me explain. We have been holding Don Ramon Monteja in a shack about 10 kilometers from here.
Why?
Because of the Carlota necklace. This morning, Miranda came to us and told us to forget the necklace and to release Don Monteja. She also told us that you asked her not to return to Mexico.
Where is Miranda now?
Mateo is holding her hostage with Monteja. He would not do what Miranda asked. He sent me to tell you that if you do not deliver the necklace to him, Miranda and Monteja will be killed.
Where is the shack?
In a box canyon to the east.
That must be the old Roberts cabin. What are you going to do?
I'll have to get the marshal and some men and get Miranda and Montea out of there.
No, senor. There is only one narrow entrance to the canyon. Mateo could kill Miranda before you got near the shack.
He's right, Nick. That could be very dangerous.
Well, the next best thing to do is to get the necklace to this fella Hollis. Montea shouldn't complain too much. We're saving his life. Now, you tell this fella Hollis that I'll go into Stockton and get the necklace from the bank, and I'll meet him at the shack at 3 o'clock.
Gracias, senora. Gracias, senora.
Oh, senor. I think he's gone. Go on.
Come in.
Nick, I'm sorry.
It's all right. So you're Hollis. Where's Montoya?
In there.
Bring him out here.
Get Montoya. The necklace.
Sorry about this, Marlon.
I suppose there was nothing else you could do, Nick.
Well, come on, let's go.
Just a minute, Barkley. You don't know me, so I'll forgive you for thinking I'm a fool. But you could have men waiting outside the canyon.
I could have.
So you understand my problem. I have to get back to Mexico for this to do me any good.
Yes, you would have to do that.
So you're coming with me.
Mateo, don't.
You're my ticket to the border.
It's all right.
Get out, the rest of you. How many men have you got out there, Barkley?
Marshal and 3 deputies.
Is the marshal a friend of yours? I hope so, for your sake. Because if they try to take us, you're dead. Put this in my saddlebag and get our gear together. We're leaving.
Looks like Nick called it.
I wouldn't do that, amigo! Grab it! Drop those guns! Tell them! Los pistoles! Deja!
Nick, are you all right?
Yeah. What happened, Miranda? You were holding Montoya. You could have used him to get the necklace back. Why didn't you?
I don't know. I just couldn't. It's strange. All of my life I've been taught to hate the haciendados. I never thought one could teach me anything.
Well, I think maybe we're even. Never thought I could learn anything from a revolutionario. Rebel.
I do not know how to thank you, amigo. Is something wrong?
You're sure this is yours, Montoya?
But of course it is mine.
Not according to Miranda. She says it was bought by the people of Sonora and presented to the Empress Carlotta.
Certainly you do not believe her.
Yes, I do.
A rebel? A revolutionary? An anarchist?
Yes.
You mean you are going to turn it over to her?
No, I'm going to turn it over to the marshal here. And he's going to give it to the Mexican consul.
But it is mine.
That, I'm afraid, is your private little battle with the Mexican government.
I'll need a statement from you, Mr. Montoya. Come with me, please.
I'll see you in town, Nick.
Let's go back to the house, shall we? What's the matter, Brad?
I must go home.
Why? Why?
I have been thinking. I denounced Mateo for deceiving my people. But is that any worse than deserting them?
Well,
That is exactly what I would be doing if I stayed here. And the guilt that I would feel would be a wall between us.
Well, you don't have to go home right away. You could wait around a day or two.
No. No, I know if I do not go now, I will not go at all.
There she is.
Where'd you get nerve enough to come back to this town? You don't belong here. Get out. Get out now.
You traitor! Stockton don't want you here. Go back where you came from, you Delilah, you.
Get out of this town. Go back where you belong. We don't want you here. Do you hear?
Traitor.
Get out. Do you hear?
We don't need you in this
We don't
town. You
want
better
you
get
here.
back up on that train
Get out
where
of
you
our
come
town.
from. Because you're not going to
We don't want you.
So just get back where you were, traitor.
You don't belong.
Murderer.
We don't need you. We don't want you.
Excuse me.
I'm Ross Parker. This is my brother Worth. If you know what's good for you, get back on that train right now.
Let go of me.
Let her go, Ross. I said let her go. You boys go on about your business. It goes for the rest of you.
Thank you.
Get it.
All right, break it up. Come on now.
So you're going to bring a traitor part, huh?
We won't let her stay here. The gaiety, please.
Not in my hack.
Now you know what you said. Get out of here, Saxon. Confederate scum. Get out of town, you rebel traitor. Go back to the ranch. Part of you or you're singing. Get out of here. The train's going to make you on the start.
Get out of town. Who needs you?
Julia Saxon. How she can show her face outside the South is beyond me.
Where would you like to have lunch, young lady?
Why do you suppose she did it?
Did what?
Why do you suppose she came to Stockton, of all places? Does she think we've forgotten what she did?
Are you interested in lunch or not?
Jared, how can someone do that? Turn on their own people?
There have been spies as long as there have been wars, Audra.
But she was born and raised in the North. She wasn't a spy. She was a traitor.
Shall we make it the Stockton house?
The Stockton house?
For lunch.
Fine. I'll just freshen up.
house if they ran this Julius Saxon out of town on a rail.
Nick.
Well, I wouldn't.
Neither would I.
Oh, you two are in somewhat of a lynching mood tonight, aren't you?
Mother, what if it had been Nick or Heath or Jared that Julius Saxon?
But it wasn't. It was Matt Parker, so how can I answer that? Now, I can understand how Ross and Worth feel about what happened to their brother. But on the other hand, Julia Saxon has every right to appear in Stockton.
Sure she has. If she's interested in starting a riot.
Well, I wasn't here. I didn't know Matt Parker, but the war's over. Why don't people stop fighting it?
That's easy enough to say, Heath. But there are some things people can't forget.
And shouldn't.
May I suggest we drop the subject?
If you'll all excuse me, I've got to get back to town.
Tonight?
Tonight. Night, Mother.
Good night.
He was mighty quiet.
Well, he was closer to the Parker family than any of us. He and Matt were in the Army together.
Jared defended him at his court-martial.
And he's got just as much reason to dislike Julius Saxon as anybody else.
Come in.
Evening, lass.
Good evening, Mr. McGregor. How do I look?
Fine, fine.
How's the house?
Sold out?
Oh, that's wonderful.
I hope so.
You're worried.
I have been thinking, lass. With so many people feeling the way they do, not that I'm saying they're right, mind, but since they do, maybe you should,
Cancel my appearance.
Aye.
Just tonight, or completely?
Completely.
No.
I'm only thinking of you, lass.
Meaning you'll pay me for the week, even though I don't appear.
Well, now, I could hardly afford that, could I?
Well, I don't know, Mr. McGregor. But it doesn't really matter. Because we have a contract, and I intend to hold you to it.
You're on.
Lass, you can't go on. Those folk out there are just here to make trouble. I'm gonna cancel.
You do. And I'll sue you for every dime you have in this world. Sunshine warmed each day. Once I walked the happy road, but I have lost my way. Poor little sheep, fall fast asleep. Dream that no more need you roam. Dream
some kind one will hear you weep, show you how to go home. So kind one find my happy road, the answers oh so clear. My hand in yours to tell your heart my happy road is here. Poor little sheep, fall fast asleep, dream that no more need you roam.
Why don't you roam out of here?
Some kind one will hear you weep.
You don't know what weeping is, woman.
Give me a tomato.
Why don't you go back where you came from? Don't you people know she killed Stockton boys?
You must have been pretty hungry to come back here. Here's some food for you.
Lower the curtain, man.
No, she's got it coming.
Here's one with love from Matt Parker.
Why'd you come back here, Julia? You must have known what to expect. Here in Stockton or anywhere else you'd go. Your name is probably one of the most hated there is in the North. You should have stayed where you belong.
And where do I belong?
In the South. Seems to me you'd be safe there. Respected. Admired, maybe even loved. Why don't you go back?
No. I have every right to be here. I'm not a criminal. All I did was fight for what I believe in.
Fight?
Call it anything you want to. I'm not ashamed of what I did. Taking the South back into the Union. Why can't they take me?
Well, you can't go back to that hotel tonight. I'll take you back to the ranch with me. Put you on a train in the morning.
Jared. Don't shut me out. Listen to me. Talk to me.
I'll bring the buggy around and back.
Jared, I'll go to the ranch with you tonight. But I'm not getting on a train in the morning. Why are we stopping here?
I want to show you something.
I I didn't know.
He was shot. Cleaning his revolver. Some people say it was an accident. Some people say it wasn't an accident at all.
And what do you think?
I know he didn't care to go on living. He tried to drink himself to death. Could be he just found a faster way.
Are you blaming me?
Who should I blame?
Did you kill anyone in the war, Jared?
Yes.
Does that make you a killer? Are you to blame, or was it the war?
That was different, wasn't it, Julia? The men I killed knew who I was and what I was. You weren't the enemy to Matt. You were the girl he was in love with. And he wasn't the only one, was he, Julia?
Two, 4, 6, and a pair. That's 8. And it looks like I win. What? Let's see here. You owe me $495,000.
One more game, double or nothing.
All right, you deal. Well. Last I heard from you, Jared, you were going to work all night.
This is my brother, Nick.
Howdy.
This is Heath.
How do you do?
This is Julia Saxon.
What? What the devil's she doing here?
I'm Jared's mother, Miss Saxon. How do you do?
There was a little trouble in town tonight. I thought it'd be better if she spent the night here.
What kind of trouble?
I don't think we have to discuss that now, Nick. Miss Saxon, thank you.
All right, now hang on. How'd you get tangled up with her?
I don't care to talk about it tonight,
Well,
Nick.
I do.
Easy, Nick, easy.
Easy nothing. Woman's nothing but trouble. Matt Parker was a friend of yours, you know.
I haven't forgotten.
Then why did you bring her here?
Because she couldn't go to the hotel and there was no place else for her to go. Now, it's as simple as that, Nick. Let it alone. She'll be gone in the morning.
I'll take care of the rig for you, Jared.
Thanks, Heath.
Jared! Jared! Didn't meet her just tonight, did you? You knew her before.
That's right.
When?
I met her in Washington during the war.
Well, now, why didn't you tell us?
I guess because I figured it wasn't any of your business, Nick.
Good night. Good night, Jared.
Come in.
Don't be upset with Nick.
I'm not.
Was it bad in town?
She was a fool to come here.
She must have wanted to see you very badly. You know that's the reason she's here, don't you? Why not San Francisco or any number of towns? Except for you. She's very beautiful. And I can understand how easy it would be for a man to fall in love with her, and how difficult it would be for him to forget her.
I'd forgotten her.
Oh, no. No, Jared. You can't forget someone you're running away from. And that's what you've been doing. I'm glad she's here. Now you can face it. Face whatever it is about her you've been carrying with you all these years. Now you can decide if what you feel toward her is love or hate. Perhaps it's neither one. Good night, Jared. We're not going to Stockton.
No? I'm taking you to Grove Junction. You can catch a train there for Sacramento.
I won't. I'm
Julia.
not going. I won't. Now take me to Stockton.
Can't you see that you're just asking for more trouble?
I'm not running away. I'm not going to spend the rest of my life hiding in the South. Help me, Jared. If you hate me so much, why did you come in the Gaiety last night?
I don't hate you anymore, Julia. I did for a while after I found out what it was you wanted from me.
I never wanted anything from you. It's true. At first, yes. All I wanted was what information I could get from you. After that night you told me you loved me. Remember? I knew I loved you, too. I knew I couldn't use you.
That's when you decided to go after Matt.
It was my job. He meant nothing to me. I loved you, Jared. I still love you. I would have come here years ago, but I was afraid. Afraid you'd do what you've done.
What'd you expect? I just forgive and forget?
Oh, no. Not forgive. Perhaps not even forget. But to try and understand.
I understand. But I can't forget he never would have met you if it hadn't been for me.
Jared.
You still want to go to Stockton?
Yes.
All right. Get him. Hello, Fred. Come on in. What brings you out our way?
Trouble, Jared.
Oh?
Tom McGregor's been murdered.
What?
Stabbed with a letter opener from the desk in his office. I've arrested Julia Saxon. McGregor's stage manager, Chet Staley, said he heard Tom and the Saxon woman arguing.
Arguing about what?
Well, it seems Tom decided he'd had about enough after last night. Told her he was going to cancel her appearance. She demanded to be paid anyway. He refused. Staley said he heard a scuffle. He started for the office, saw the Saxon woman run out. He went into the office. McGregor was dead.
Where'd you arrest Julia?
Up in her hotel room. She was packing.
Did she say anything?
Only that she wouldn't answer any questions until she talked to you. Now listen, Jared. I want you to forget for a minute that I'm a lawman. I want to give you some advice. As one good friend to another. By now, everybody in town knows what's happened, and they're real heated up about it. As far as they're concerned, Julia Saxon is guilty as sin. Now, if I was you, I would get as far away from that woman as I could get. Any lawyer who tries to defend her is going to be dead in this town. Maybe in more ways than one.
Staley is lying.
You didn't argue with McGregor?
I didn't even speak to him. I didn't have the chance. He was already dead when I went into his office.
Then why'd you run away?
Oh, I heard someone coming. I thought it might be the killer, and I just panicked. When I got to the hotel, I started thinking how people in town feel about me. I knew they'd say I killed him, for one reason or another. So I decided to try and get away before McGregor's body was found. You don't believe me?
Give me one reason why I should.
Lying was my business once, wasn't it?
You were expert at it. Fred?
Are you saying you're not going to help me?
I'll have to think it over. Now, you say you saw Miss Saxon enter the club and go into McGregor's office just as you were coming from backstage, is that right?
Yeah.
How long would you say it was, Staley, between the time she came in and the time she left?
Maybe 10 minutes.
10 minutes?
Not more than that.
Well, let's think about that a minute. I dropped her off in front at 5 minutes after 10, so 10 minutes later would make it 10:15 when you saw her leave. What'd you do then?
Well, I looked in there. I saw Tom dead, and I went for the sheriff.
Now, that's very interesting, Staley. The sheriff told me it was past 10:45 when you got to his office. That's 30 minutes between the time you saw her leave and the time you went to the sheriff's office. What'd you do all that time?
I was trying to help Tom.
Help Tom? Help him how? He was dead.
I wasn't sure of that.
Then why didn't you go for Doc Morar? His office is right down the street.
Look, I don't have to answer your questions.
Oh, yes, you do, Staley. Either now or at Julia Saxon's trial. Now, make up your mind.
You get out of here.
What are you trying to hide?
Get out!
All right, Staley. I'll see you at the trial. Thank you, Fred.
Well, have you made up your mind?
Yes, I have.
You're going to defend me.
That's right.
And to what do I owe this honor? The fact that you think I'm innocent.
That's the only reason, Julia.
And how did you decide that?
Well, for one thing, I had a little talk with Staley. I'm convinced that he's lying about something.
Are you sure about that?
What do you mean?
I'm the expert at lying. Remember?
Julia, if you have something to say, why don't you just say it?
All right. Staley wasn't lying. I killed McGregor. So what are you going to do now? Or do you want time to think about it again?
Why didn't you tell me this before?
Oh, I was going to try and bluff it through. But I realized you'd get the truth sooner or later. You see, I don't have as much faith in my ability as a liar as you have.
Suppose you just tell me what happened.
Staley told you, didn't he?
He wasn't there.
He heard the argument. He saw me run away.
And that's all.
Isn't that enough?
Not for me.
Are you still my lawyer?
If I get your story.
Answer me. Are you?
Now you are lying, aren't you?
No.
Julia? Oh, yes, you are. You didn't kill McGregor.
I did.
Why don't you stop it? This is no time for games or some stupid little test to see if I defend you, even if you are guilty.
Would you?
No.
I'm sorry. Silly of me, I suppose. But I wanted you to help me because of who I was, not what I was.
Julia, you'd better settle for what you can get. This town was ready to hang you before you ever got here. All they needed was an excuse. Believe me, now they've got it.
Sheriff? You wait here.
Hello, Ross. Worth?
We want to talk to you, Jared.
Friends of yours out there?
Some of them are your friends, too. Or they want to be.
Why are you doing it, Jared? Defending that woman.
I'm a lawyer, Ross.
That's no reason.
Isn't it?
Lawyers turn down cases. Nobody's making you defend her.
That's true.
Well, then why?
If I thought it was any of your business, Worth, I'd have consulted you before I took the case. As it is, you're right. No one is making me defend Julia Saxon. No one is going to make me not defend her either.
And that's the way it's going to be?
It can be any way you want it to be, Worth.
Now listen, Jared.
Oh, you listen, both of you. Now, if you're going to remind me that Matt was a friend of mine, don't bother. That has nothing to do with Julia Saxon now.
How can you say that?
Because she's charged with the murder of Tom McGregor. And not anything she did to Matt.
Nobody else around here looks at it like that.
Then that's another reason I'm going to defend her.
Jared, if you go through with this, you're done in this town.
Don't threaten me, Worth.
We're just delivering a message from your friends in Stockton, and you'd better listen. Now, you Barclays are big, but the people here can cut you down to size if they have a mind to.
Anything else?
That's it.
If you boys will excuse me, it's late. I've got a lot of work to do.
Come on, let's have a drink.
You'll be lucky to come out of this with just a broken window, you know. And why? What for? All right, maybe she didn't kill McGregor. Still no reason for you to go around sticking your neck out.
Nick, somebody has to.
Are you the only lawyer in the world, Jared? Why don't you bring in someone from the outside, like San Francisco or Sacramento? A man that doesn't have to make his living here in town after that trial's over.
Audrey.
I'd like to speak to Miss Saxon, if I may, Sheriff.
Well, now, your brother said I wasn't to let anyone see her without his say-so.
I don't think he meant that to include me.
Well, perhaps he didn't. All right. You have a visitor. Just call when you're through.
Thank you.
What do you want?
I'd like you to do something for me.
Well?
I'd like you to ask Jared to withdraw from the case. Do you realize what will happen if he defends you? Win or lose, he'll have made an enemy of everyone in town. His law career will be ruined in Stockton.
Does Jared know you're here?
No.
I didn't think so. I'm sorry, Miss Barkley. I can't do what you ask.
You destroyed Matt Parker. And now you're going to destroy Jared. Don't tell me you're worried about insulting him after the things you've done. I'm sorry. I didn't come here to say things like that.
Miss Barkley. I don't want to hurt Jared. As hard as it may be for you to believe, I've never wanted to hurt anyone. Not Jared or Matt or any man who may have suffered because of me.
Then why?
You have to understand what it was like. Particularly in the early days of the war. People went back and forth across the lines. It was hard to believe there was a war. Especially if you were the kind of person I was.
What kind of a person were you?
Very young, very poor, and very, very ambitious. I didn't know what the war was all about, not really. I didn't know and I didn't care. It just seemed stupid to me. And then one day in Richmond, a young Confederate lieutenant I knew invited me to a cotillion. It was in the most beautiful home I'd ever seen. And I met people. Rich, famous, important people. There were men there who could make me a star. What they asked in return seemed so unimportant. How could the bits and pieces of information I might get help them or hurt anyone else? By the time I knew better, it was too late. The war was almost over. There was no turning back. No undoing what I'd done. So I did the next best thing. I tried to lie to myself. Pretend that I worked for what I believed in. Now I can't even do that anymore.
You told Jared this?
I never told anyone. What would have been the point? Explain something. It doesn't excuse anything. And it doesn't change a thing.
Sheriff?
Miss Barkley. If you think Jared will withdraw if I ask him to, I will.
You're right. He wouldn't. And I won't ask him to.
Thank you.
Evening, Jared. Hello, Fred.
Working late tonight.
Yeah,
Glad when this trial's over.
I think we all will. Night, Fred.
Good night.
The sheriff found you this morning.
Town, livery stable.
Who did it, Jared?
I don't know. They wore masks.
Real brave boys.
I gotta get out of here.
Not for a while yet, I'm afraid.
I got a murder trial.
You can get a postponement, Jared.
No. It starts Monday.
This is laudanum. You'll sleep now for a while longer.
Come on.
Mind telling me where we're going?
If Jarrett thinks Julia Saxon is innocent, that's good enough for me. We've got a couple of days to stop her from being railroaded.
What if the trial is postponed?
Oh, it won't be. Now with old Judge Crawford on the bench.
Why?
Because he lost a couple of sons during the war. Jarrett thinks that Staley is lying about something. I think it best we find out what.
Let's go.
Staley! Staley! I'll wait for him to show up right here. Why don't you check the stable?
All right.
Hiya, Heath.
We heard what happened to Jared.
When? Before or after it happened?
Or you don't think we had anything to do with it?
Listen, we've been friends with the Barclays since long before anybody even heard about you.
So?
So, I'll bet Nick and Jared know better.
Well, I don't know about Jared, but Nick's right inside. Why don't you ask him?
Ross.
What are you doing here?
Good afternoon, Mr. Staley. You, had a talk with my brother the other day.
What about it?
Well, he got the distinct feeling that, well, you weren't telling the whole truth. Well, I just thought I'd best stop by to see if I got the same feeling.
You get out of here.
And you know something? I do.
Get out!
Even without talking to you, I do. You see, my brother Jared's a lawyer. Well, he has to more or less mind his manners. I mean, he could never force you to talk. But I don't have to worry about that. You killed McGregor.
No!
You're lying.
No!
Don't
talk.
Please! Spit it out! Talk! Worth Parker killed him.
Why?
They got into an argument over Julia Saxon appearing here. Worth told Tom to get rid of her the next time she tried to sing. He'd burn the place down. Tom got mad. He told Worth to get out. Worth started shoving him around, and they got into a fight, and Worth stabbed him.
You saw him?
Ross said him and his brother would help me buy the place if I forgot about it. Just then we heard Julia Saxon coming in, and Worth got the idea of putting the blame on her.
Come on, we're gonna go see the sheriff.
Nick.
You know what Worth did?
I know.
You're not going to use that gun in here. Folks would hear it.
You killed him. For a miserable traitor like Julius Saxon, you killed him!
You all right, Nick?
Yeah, I'm all right.
I'll get the sheriff.
Julia. I went by the hotel, but you'd already left.
Did you get my note?
Yes, I got your note.
I guess there isn't anything more to say, is there?
Where are you going, Julia?
Back to the South, where you said I belong. Why did you come, Jared?
I couldn't let you leave without telling you how much I wish things could have been different.
I wish things could have been different, too.
Ward?
Goodbye, Jared.
Goodbye, Julia.
But you told... What are you doing here?
He isn't here yet, huh?
I have told you that there isn't anybody else.
You say that to me right here in this place?
Oh, and why don't you ask me why I'm here?
I don't have to ask you anything. I know why you're here.
I'm here because Maria's sick, and she needs my help.
Good Samaritan? To a servant I fired for thieving?
She was kind to me. That's why I helped her.
In the middle of the night, when I'm supposed to be away on business.
Would you have ever let me come here any other time?
And that? I suppose that's for Maria.
Take you home.
Both all right, I guess. You doing, old boy, huh? Stumble there, did you? Huh?
Old Coco's getting a little old for his work, ain't he?
What do you mean, old? He just stepped in a chuck hole back there, is all.
Yeah, I've been noticing. A lot more holes around here than there used to be.
Maybe there are. Maybe there are.
You know, that trip you're going on tomorrow, that ain't no Sunday ride through back pasture.
What do you mean?
Well, meaning I broke in that new stallion you like. Won't you take him along tomorrow? Give you a chance to get to know one another.
Big Duke?
Sure.
Oh, maybe you're right. Maybe old Coco here does need a rest. Maybe you're right.
Well, yeah, old Coco here, he's earned retiring twice over.
Retiring? Who said anything about retiring?
Not me. Old Big Duke, you know, he's got a lot younger outlook. May even be able to give you a more personal hand at picking out them brood mares, huh? Well, he's all ready for you, Nick.
Who's that?
Big Duke, he's all saddled and ready to go.
Big Duke, what's the matter with Coco? Is he
Nothing's the matter with Coco. He's fine, just fine.
He just needs a little rest, that's all. How old's he getting to be now?
I wouldn't know, but he's not as ancient as you seem to think he is.
He's 22.
At least I remember seeing a picture of the two of you when you were both skinny, Coco.
You remember? I remember. First 2 months, he used to throw me twice a day.
Well, he's about holding to that average now.
Now, wait a minute, Heath. What happened yesterday was an accident. I told you that. He stepped in a chuck hole. I know Coco. A man grows up with his horse. He knows that animal. Besides, old Coco will be cutting cattle long after this Big Duke of yours is in a rocking chair.
Well, Nick, I know how hard it's going to be for you to have to put him out to pasture, but...
Pasture? Who said anything about pasture? Besides, I've got to go across the desert. No Coco can smell out water better than any camel. So you can take your Big Duke and unsaddle him and Well, whatever. I'll be back in a couple of days, Mother.
Talk about stubborn.
Let's take it.
Come on.
Drop your gun belt.
You make much of a living this way, mister?
Just do what I say. Now, you just come along with us.
Could you just tell me where we're going?
You'll find out soon enough. All right, let's move out. Get down.
Say you're making a pretty big mistake, mister.
No, I think you've made one.
Welcome to the club. It'll take 5 sticks of dynamite to blow your way through that window.
What's all this about, anyway?
You've got no right. This is the United States.
We got the same treatment you did. They didn't give us no reason or nothing. My name's Gandy.
Barkley, Nick Barkley.
This here's Bodkin.
You sure they locked that door? You let me out of here! You've got no right! Let me out! You're making some kind of mistake, mister. I ain't done you no harm.
I think it best you explain all this.
This one, I would think.
Well, the Apache could find out for sure soon enough.
What's your name?
What's yours?
I'm Ben Dawes. I own this country about as far as your eye can see. And the people who live on it, mostly.
Mr. Dawes, I was just riding through here, minding my own business, and all I want to do is just keep on going.
Take a look out that window. Oh, go on. What do you see?
Horses? Just horses.
A bit more, I should think.
They all have white manes.
Exactly.
So?
Last night, I almost caught a man riding such a horse. He had been with my wife.
Your wife?
Today, my men searched the valley and the town. There are 3 men riding horses with white manes.
Look at me. I'm no ladies' man. You can see for yourself.
Look, I swear I never set eyes on your woman. I don't want to. Meaning no offense, of course.
Never set foot in this country until this morning.
All innocent. But one of you's him. Best the other 2 find out who he is.
let me know.
And if we don't?
When the sun tops the mountains tomorrow, you'll all hang together.
You'll never get away with it.
I will. I'm the law here, and the judge. As far as you can see in any direction.
It's you, isn't it? I saw her, you know.
What?
When they brought me in. She was standing in the window in the house.
Yeah? What does she look like?
She's something, all right.
Yeah?
Like one of them China dolls. All soft, white, silk, lace. No wonder that old man is out to hang somebody.
What makes you think it's him? Huh?
Look at him. Young. Good looking. I sure ain't no lady killer. Neither are you. Getting right down to it. She'd sure go for his kind, all right.
That'll be enough out of you, little man. We don't need any kind of this loose talk around here at this minute, do you think?
No, it was not him.
Young and handsome. Did you find it pleasant?
Can I, do something for you, Mr. Dawes?
No. No, Tony. Thanks, anyway.
Beautiful tonight. It's almost like daylight.
Yeah. Yeah, it's what we used to call a hunter's moon. Enough light, proper season, the right prey.
You really gonna go through with it, Mr. Dawes?
I have to.
When?
Daybreak. Lord works in mysterious ways. He takes. But he gives. And I'm grateful. My own blood son couldn't stand quite as tall in my shadow as you do.
Let me do the job for you.
Oh, no.
Keep your hands clean
no,
of it.
Tony, no. Look, all that out there is all going to be yours one day to make something out of it. That'll be your job. That back there's mine, and mine alone.
I must say, for a man that's about to hang, you don't look too worried.
Well, as a matter of fact, I'm not too worried. As a matter of fact, I know how to get out of here.
You never said so before.
Yep, well, I'm saying so now. What do you got in mind?
Get out of my way,
Barkley!
Barkley! Mine! It is him. Just like I said right from the beginning. I said he was the one.
Come on, get Dawes down here. Start yelling.
There's your man, Mr. Dawes. He said so himself.
That's right. That's right. I heard him.
You're lying.
Oh, yeah, he was bragging about it. Only he said he wasn't going to die by himself. He said we was all going to hang together. Of course, I knowed it was him even before he said it. The way they looked at each other when she was down there. Of course, you saw that all yourself, Mr. Dawes. You saw them together. Well, there's your man.
It figured to be like that. Get these two on their horses and get them out of here. Bragged about it. I let the others go.
But they're all innocent because I'm innocent. Can't you understand that?
You're going to beg for his life now?
Ben, please. No, please, why won't
Why didn't I just leave you where I found you?
Ben, there isn't any man but you.
No more. From now on, you're a prisoner. This house is your jail. You're going to be watched every second and followed every step, day and night. And there's going to be no man at all, for as long as you live.
husband's a madman, and... Well, you saw how he was, and he's going to kill both of us.
All right, just get me out of the cell here.
But will you help me?
All right, all right.
I know the way out. Will you take me with you? Just anywhere, out of his reach.
All right, but how do you get me out of the cell?
Here. The key to the door.
Good.
No, but there's a guard up there. The Apache.
Well, here goes. Looks like you got to you.
No.
Let me take a look at it.
Well, it's only a scratch.
Looks pretty deep to me.
Come on, hurry. We've got to go.
Take it easy. All right. Come on.
This way.
Looks to me like you're the doctor. Is there one close?
Yes, he's in town about 5 miles. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Miss Dawes, come in. Sit over here. Oh, my. My. Let me see. It's a nice, clean wound. You're gonna be all right, Miss Dawes. You must be that fellow Ben Dawes is looking for. You won't get very far. We'll keep this bound up tight.
Why not?
You won't have any stitches in there. Well, 100 horses couldn't take you far enough away if Ben Dawes got his mind set on catching you.
Oh, I don't know. I think I'll make it.
And if you was figuring on taking her with you, you ain't. And I suppose you was figuring on taking her with you.
You suppose right.
Look, Dr. Ben was wrong about him. I just met him today.
Well, be pretty hard convincing him of that now, wouldn't it?
We could have just waited around until Ben hung him.
Yep. That's gonna be as good as new in a couple of days now. You just sit there. Hey, you drink some of this. Make you feel better. You know, there's no stopping Ben Dawes. You may have to kill him.
Well, now, I just might have to do that.
There'll be a lot of folks maybe not appreciate that.
Meaning you.
Well, you may not like what you see in me now, but you'd have liked me a lot less 7 years ago before I met Ben Dawes.
Well, the Ben Dawes I knew would murder 3 men, guilty or innocent.
Yeah. It's hard to figure. Man I know picked a bum out of the gutter and put some manhood back in his spine.
Oh, I see. What you're saying is one good turn makes up for all the bad ones. Huh?
No, as a matter of fact, this ain't the first time he's done something like that. Now, you take that young Tony Semper. A young fella just drifting along, becoming a real no good. Ben Dawes picked him up, treated him like his own son, grooming him to step into his own boots when the time comes.
What would you have us do, Doctor? Sing praises to the great Ben Dawes while he hangs us from the nearest tree?
No. As a matter of fact, I hope you make it, both of you.
Well, you best be going.
Miss Dawes, I'm not going to alert your husband. Man's got to pay for his own debts out of his own pocket, not out of somebody else's.
All right, come on.
One of them was cut, sure enough.
Just the beginning of their suffering, boy.
You know, I never really believed it, Mr. Dawes. I never believed she was guilty, but she helped him escape. She even went off with it.
Just tell the boys it's $100 to the man who kills Barkley. Followed a trail, Doctor, right here to your house. You had visitors during the night?
I did, sir.
My wife was one of them.
She was hurt. I fixed a cut on her arm.
Did you know they were running away?
Yes, I did. Thank you for that, Ben. I won't have to feel sorry for you anymore.
Time you needed help, I gave it. And when you had no friends, I became one. And now, when I get back, I want you gone out of this valley. You understand me?
I'll be gone, Mr. Dawes.
Doctor, you helped them. Why?
Because I'm a doctor, not a judge. I'm a man. I'm not some kind of a god.
Is there something wrong with him, Nick?
Oh, Coco here needs a little rest.
Yeah. Not as young as he used to be, you know. But he'll be all right. He'll be fine.
I guess you're probably wondering about a lot of things.
Oh, you can tell me about that sometime.
No, you've already deserved the right to know. It wasn't always like this between Ben and me. Well, he was different when I first met him in San Francisco.
So were you from San Francisco?
Yeah. I never knew my parents. I was brought up by an aunt and one of my uncles. That was a very unhappy time. Then along came Ben Dawes. He was on town on business, and he was just everything I'd always dreamed of.
So you married him?
Yes. I loved him because he was big and strong and mature. And because he said he loved me. And he brought me here to his castle. I thought I was going to be Cinderella. But this castle turned out to be a dungeon, a prison.
Oh, no. Wait a minute. You don't have to go into all this, you
No,
know.
I want to. Well, it's because of me you got into all of this anyway. It won't take long. There's not much more. See, Ben changed. He became mean and cruel and jealous. And he never let me see anyone but the ranch hands and the people in town. And as you well know, he owns every single one of them. All those beautiful dreams he's gonna make come true for me. They're all gone. They're just gone. I'm sorry.
Now, wait a minute. You know, if we expect to get anywhere, we better get going before sunset, don't you think? Huh? Come on.
You're right.
Come on.
What is it, Nick?
Just a little breather is all. Oh, now, don't worry. We'll make it. Right now, I'd say we all need a rest. Don't you?
I guess I'm not very much help, am I?
Oh, well, now, you're too pretty to have to work.
I don't think I ever left the city till I met Ben.
Now, that was just my luck.
I like the city. I like all the lights and the fancy places to eat. I had 2 weeks of that when we were first married.
It's all still there, you know.
No. I think it's too late now.
Oh, no. You know what they say, it's never too late.
You really think so? I mean, to be a silly little girl again?
Or a woman. I think maybe those beans are just about ready. You better dive in there.
Aren't you going to eat?
In a minute. I just shouldn't have brought old Coco along on this trip. Guess he's just a little bit too old for all this.
How bad is he, Nick?
Well, I'd say he's you'll never get within 10 miles of that pony of yours. Juliet, you sure you know the way out of here?
Yes.
All right, then. Tomorrow morning, first thing, you hit the trail. You and that horse of yours get out of here as fast as you can.
You mean alone?
It's the only way. Now, you make twice the time we made today. And by tomorrow evening, you'll be safe and sound.
No, Nick.
I said yes.
I'm not going anywhere without you.
You best have some of them beans. You've got a long day tomorrow. You're going to need a lot of strength.
Nick. The answer's still no.
Looks like they're gaining on us. Easy, old fella. Easy, boy. Easy, boy. What's the matter, Cope? Think you can make it? Come on, let's try it. Huh? Come on. Come on. Come on, Cope. Cope, come on. Come on, Cope. Come on.
Leading them a fool's climb. I know a shorter way around to that top.
Attaboy. Move.
Nick! My horse fell.
I see.
Well, I'm sorry I ran out on you. I was just afraid, all right?
That's all right.
Where are you going?
I'm not going to let that horse stay down there.
But
Now, you wait here. You hear me? You wait right here.
All right, but hurry back.
What's he doing?
An act of mercy.
All right. I want him dead. Tony.
Juliet, get down! Now move!
Tried to kill me.
Why? Tony. Why?
You've picked yourself quite a pair, Mr. Dawes. Juliet and me. With her dead, you'd never have known. It was her idea. The house in town, the medicine, in case you ever found out. She's a clever girl, Juliet.
Tony. Tony, not you.
It was me and her all the time. I'm sorry.
Now, you tell me about the horse with the white mane.
That That was your own horse. Tony rode him that night. We always used to ride him. Oh, Ben, you're getting old. You don't remember things very good anymore. And you don't see things very good anymore either. You hear me? You're an old man.
Would you get her out of here? Thank you for not letting her horse suffer.
Welcome home.
Wait till you see those brood mares I brought back with me. They're out in the corral.
Looks like you had a rough trip.
Oh, just average.
Well, it took 3 more days than you planned. Why?
Well, as a matter of fact,
I'll bet he met a pretty young girl somewhere.
I did.
I thought so. I think I'll look at those mares you've been talking about.
Well, I imagine you'll tell us all about it. That is when you feel like it.
Well, as soon as I get old Coco here bedded down, he had such a time chasing down them brood mares, he's just a little bit done in.
What about Coco?
Well, he'll be staying here for a while. No more long, hard rides, just a lot of good rest. I guess sometimes the best way to hold on to something is to let it go. Know what I mean?
Yes, Nick. I know.